Hello, my name is Taisha. Welcome or welcome back. I've been on Zepbound for 21 weeks and I'm back to give you an update. I am 5'7", and when I started in February, I weighed 183 pounds. I weighed in this morning at 140 pounds, which means I gained 0.8 pounds from last week, and that's totally fine. I spent the first 4 weeks on 2.5 milligrams and then the past 17 weeks on 5 milligrams. And my plan or goal is to continue on 5 milligrams indefinitely. Now I'm going to tell you why I made some of the changes I've made over the past week. I had, as you guys know, a DEXA scan done on May 31st. But what you didn't know is I also had another one done on July 2nd. And what that showed me is from May 31st to July 2nd, I lost a total of 6 pounds of fat and 1.1 pounds of muscle. Now I'm stoked about the fat loss, but not so much about the muscle loss. And that was a big issue for me in the beginning. And I feel like doing the Metcon program, in addition to all of the walking I've been doing, was maybe a little too much on the cardio side. So this past week, I switched back to the Get Glutes program. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, there's a YouTuber I'm subscribed to, and the channel is Strong Sisters United, and I've done 4 of her programs so far. The first 6 weeks, I did the Body Recomp 2.0 series, then 4 weeks of the Strong Girl Summer series, then 4 weeks of the Get Glutes program, and only 4 weeks of the Metcon series. And now I'm back 1 week into the Get Glutes program, which means that's 19 full weeks of working out Monday through Friday, minus the day of the eclipse, and consistently walking daily Monday through Saturday, and that started at the beginning of June. So for me, that's enough. And out of all of her programs, my favorite was the Get Glutes program, and so that's why I'm doing that again, because I wasn't a huge fan of the Metcon series, and it's nothing wrong with it. I'm not someone who gets super jazzed about, about cardio. I am a vegan that eats a whole food plant-based diet and very minimally processed foods. I feel like that's the best for me, and I have not had a history in my life of doing moderation very well. So I know all or nothing is not the greatest mentality to have, but for me, it's keeping me grounded and doing everything that I need to do for me. So if you're someone that can have something and you can eat it in moderation, that's great, but that has not been my experience. So I don't want to test the waters. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know that there was a weekend where I had some tortilla chips, and I thought about those way too much. And it was enough to where I'm not getting any more. And that was just tortilla chips. So I could imagine if I had something like cookies or cake or whatever, that I could just probably lose my mind. For those of you who haven't been here before, I have not had any side effects, not one. And I haven't had any food noise since starting, which that in itself is why I want to be on this medication for the rest of my life. The weight loss, fat loss, all of that stuff, that's a wonderful thing. But for me, oh gosh, just the peace that I have and the ability to eat something and know, you know what, I don't want any more, or I can have this later. Like, that is the biggest impact that Zepbound has had on my life. I plan to continue with doing the Get Glutes program for another 3 weeks. I haven't decided what I'm doing after that yet. I have over the past week increased my calories, so I'm leaning now more towards 1,800 calories a day. And of course, my protein is a bit higher. All of that, those changes were made because of the results of the DEXA scan. What I plan on doing for the rest of this month, and at least until I have my next one done September 2nd or 3rd, is strength training 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, walking 6 days a week for an hour every morning. And I'm not a rain, sleet, snow girl. So if the weather is really bad, then I'm not going to do an outdoor walk. But weather permitting, I will be walking for an hour daily, minus Sundays. I use that as a full rest day. I drink a lot of water, and I've shown you this, but I'm gonna show you again because I think it's adorable. This is my canteen. It holds 32 ounces of water, and I drink 5 to 6 of these a day. If it's super hot outside, I'm definitely getting 6. But I average, I'd say 5 to 6, definitely no less than 5. So that works for me. If you've been here before, then you know I never try to force anything that I do on anyone else. And I don't think that my way is above anyone else's. My way is just the way for me. I post all of my meals and my workouts on Instagram. The workouts are a sped up version, and I put those on Reels, and then I just do posts. And I switched that up recently. Instead of making a post every single time that I eat something, with my last meal of the day, I'm doing like a collage of everything that I ate. Just so it's not, just so it's easier to view. And I'll have a day view just at a glance instead of having to go through each one. So it's just a personal preference. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. So just a quick recap before I go. I gained 0.8 pounds from last week. I have increased my calories, leaning more towards 1,800 calories a day. I'm still drinking 5 to 6 32-ounce canteens of water a day. I eat a whole food, plant-based, vegan diet. I'll be walking for an hour daily, still continuing, minus Sundays. So in September, when I have that DEXA scan done, I will have an idea of, okay, do I continue with what I've been doing, or do I make any modifications? And that is just something that works for me. And yeah, I think I may be making a video before next Friday, but if not, you'll definitely see me next Friday for an update. I think that's all I have. So I will leave you with this. We can all share our journeys, but we should never compare them. And until next Friday, have a good one.